Friends, the following discourse was one of the original Galaxy Radio series. This beautiful discourse was placed in the Master Series because of its length, its thought-provoking content, and its beauty of expression. The discourse treats well of the two equally important subjects in the mind of any thinking person, life and death. It is an honor indeed to present at this time Monka.
Greetings and the light of our Radiant One. I am Monka. My purpose in speaking, my brothers and sisters, is to bring to the minds of all who hear my words a few thoughts concerning what is known as life and death. It is necessary, my brothers and sisters, for one to realize that there exists several forces in what is known as universe. There are qualities, let's just say there are rays of light which permeate the fabric of what is known as creation. If our eyes could be so attuned, they would be aware of many colors, of many shafts or beams of radiant energy coursing through what is known as ether. All about them, all about matter. Naturally, these shafts or beams of energy do have a source. We, in our limited concepts, speak of this as infinity. If our minds could but grasp the true meanings of this word, we would realize that in infinity we have what is known as divine consciousness. These shafts of energy radiate from this glowing field of thought and emanate outwards throughout all that is known as space, striking all particles of matter, imparting in these particles forms of vibration and of life. Of matter. It creates movement, and movement begets what is known as motion or animation. Atoms start coursing about their nucleus. Molecules combine and recombine to offer matter new forms of divine expression. Matter becomes endowed as it becomes more agile, with other finer influences expressed by these emanations coursing through the universe. And soon there become qualities known as senses to matter. Soon we find that which is known as the densest of physical substance, of minerals, quivering with a new-found activity, coursing and responding and trembling, with the pulse of what is known as life. The consciousness contained in these minerals stirs and awakens, and thought itself darts outwards and collides with other thought, with other forms and emanations. And slowly the inanimate mineral acquires awareness. Life suddenly takes on a new meaning. And the first step in what is called evolution now occurs. Life, inanimate mineral, in sending out its thought, became aware. The first thought in awareness was to extend its thought again and again, and therefore taste and experience of this newfound awareness. And so what is known as mineral evolves. It now becomes what is known as vegetable. It sends out tendrils of itself, not only into the soil upon which it is lain, to experience what lies below this strata, but it sends tender young shoots aloft to experience greater and more magnificent rays which emanate from above. And, my brothers, we have witnessed what could perhaps to more unenlightened ones be termed the miracle of evolution. For now we have no longer the inanimate mineral, but the animated vegetable, a thing of movement and of life, capable of accomplishing the one thing the inanimate mineral could not do, that of extending itself of going through a process known as growth, of becoming larger, of ever exposing more of its total being to the rays which nourish it from below and which stream down from the heavens above and give it energy and life. And so, through the vegetables, through the evolution, these forms of consciousness expand and grow. In the beginning, they were merely little forms of moss and lichens. They evolve upwards through plants to shrubs, and then, to the height of their existence, they become that known as trees. Trees who stretch upwards the utmost, ever attempting, following the natural laws of creation, seeking, trying to draw near the source of their beings, stretching upwards with open arms to receive the divine radiations still streaming from above. And suddenly, my brothers and sisters, another transition takes place. For during the evolution of that known as the vegetable kingdom, a transition again takes place. We find that in the growth of green things, that substance is given off. It is known as a combination of gases. But let me remind you, my brothers, that gases are consciousness also, and so departs from this vegetable kingdom an essence, a rarefied form of consciousness, which is released into a new environment that's known as atmosphere, and extending ever upwards, driven now by the energies of light itself, of radiation. The molecules and particles of that known as gas extend outwards to receive ever more impetus, to receive even greater movement and awareness. And these particles, now driven by divine intent, traverse outwards through the universe, through space, through the mediums they can best evolve in. And soon they become subject to a new form of growth, for their consciousness has now reached a point where they have a new law to experience that's known as mutual attraction. And so we find particles of gas coalescing in the ether, forming clouds. These clouds themselves, according to known laws, begin to take on other attributes, and they in turn are a new creation of matter. And now, my brothers and sisters, we come to the part where again evolution has reached a point of consciousness awareness that it is ready for a new experience. And so, from the divine source of enlightenment, radiant shafts of energy of great magnitude course about through the ethers, and mass and energy are recombined, and we now have what is known as animated substance. The beginnings, my brothers, of a new consciousness, one which was only born of these late vibrations received, according to the divine timetable. We have man, an infant, cradled in the velvet arms of space, man's natural habitat. For man, my brothers and sisters, is not a land creature. He is a creature of the ethers, for the ethers are his essence. Man exists upon land only as long as his consciousness denies or refuses to accept the life which forever beckons him from the far beyond of the great universe. And now, my brothers, because of man's denial, a great being takes shape within the cloud of the original thought. This great one slowly materializes. He appears at a distance, gathering himself into a being magnificent in stature, radiant to behold, in softly flowing robes of the most pure white. This one raises his hand and takes a step and begins to walk softly but surely. He walks through the corridors of time, through the avenues carpeted by a million star suns. He walks through space, through time, and he comes to look upon his creations. A great being whose very essence is that of love, of thought, of consideration, of great benevolence. He stretches out his arms, and a great flooding of peace is unleashed. It streams from his fingers. It blazes in mighty sheets from his eyes. It wraps itself and it coalesces about these errant ones who refused to accept or admit his existence. And yet, these forces are not unleashed with thoughts of violence, nor of anger, nor of hatred. They are thoughts of the purest love, of the greatest of heartwarming. For all that is trembles and receives this great flood of peace and beauty. And in the midst of those who did not accept that which was known as the truth, there comes a new dawn of awakening. For this great one now creates in his own image a new form of creation. And he distributes the essence of this new form to all habitable locations of life throughout the many corridors of his universe. And a new term is gathered into the cosmic meaning. It is called Lord. And these lords look with great rapture and love upon their Father's creations. And their very essence goes forth and communicates itself to their charges, their children, their own evolutions, and a new dawn breaks over the horizon. I have not mentioned death, for in all truth, my brothers and sisters, there is no death. There is only the gradually ascending spiral of consciousness which reaches ever upwards, which treats with open arms and hearts the essence of its source. I have spoken, my brothers and sisters, upon this topic with hopes that it has touched your beings, has brought to all of you new understandings, with great love, with great feeling, I depart now and leave you with your essence. Adonai, my brothers, I am Monka.